Gorgeous, nice work.
Yeah. Our next award is the Wireless Storytelling Award.
Te tohu pake waitara. Oh, the award will be presented... I was thinking about someone I know from Waitara, so I get oddly distracted halfway through. The award will be presented by Marcus Stickley, who is Digital Features Editor for Radio New Zealand, and if you haven't been listening to some of their digital features, they are phenomenal. So kia ora, Marcus.
Kia ora.
Hello, and these days we also make video at Radio New Zealand. Each generation has its own stories to tell, and at RNZ we're always looking out for the next great story. And David, you're doing such an amazing job of providing opportunities for the next generation of storytellers to come through. So yeah, it's so impressive, and congratulations to everyone here who submitted a film. All right, we'll see who the winner is. Okay, and the winner is Subsistence to Sustainability by Sarah Ridsdale.
Congratulations, Sarah. The judges said, Subsistence to Sustainability is a documentary which tells the story of one Ethiopian man's success at bringing sustainable farming to his people. The judges described it as an inspiring, enlightening, and heartwarming film. So congratulations to the makers of Subsistence to Sustainability. Marvellous. Let's have a look at the film.
I decided just to bring a canal with natural gravity that could reach water in every individual's garden. So people are growing vegetable.
These are all growing with a ready market to the hotels in Lalibela, who otherwise have to import these things from miles away. The whole thing we're working at is building community resilience. We came up with a slogan while we've been travelling around, from subsistence to sustainability.
I'd like to say thank you to the Outlook for Someday and their partners and the judges, and thank you to my family for being here tonight and for their support and encouragement while I was making this film. I'd like to say a special thank you to my mentor Fraser Brown for his guidance and encouragement, and I'm also really grateful to Rick and Mlaku. It is a privilege to share this story. Last year I made a film and I had a very strong emotional connection with it because it was about my uncle who passed away. And I wasn't sure I could put my heart into another film after that one meant so much to me. But when I came across an article in the paper about Rick and Mlaku, their story, I found it really compelling and wanted to be able to share it with others.
My name is Amlaku Yaragal from Lalibela. I was born 8 kilometers away from Lalibela. When I was 12, I went with my father and asked him to send me to school in the town. But my father told me why he didn't send me to school, because he was economically vulnerable. I eventually decided by myself and went to the town at the 12 age. I ran away.
My name's Rick Foxley. I live in Ashurst in the Manawatu. In 2009, I went to Ethiopia to to look at a project for the leprosy mission that needed funding. And while there, I took a weekend out to look at some remarkable churches in a town called Lalibela.
As a guide, I was just explaining to him about things, about the area, about people and culture. So on the way going also, all of a sudden I just also subjected him about religion. We had a common understand with religion, and we have had a very warm conversation about my culture, about religion.
And as we came out, this young guide, whose name was Amlaku, said to me,
please sir, help me to get to university. I was grade 10 and I'm expected to go to preparatory and then to university. So when you study, when you join preparatory, it's a full day. The full day for me, a person who don't have a family who just looks after him was difficult, and he promised me just to come back after 2 weeks. So I just count those 2 weeks. At the end, he came with a very good response, and he just announced me that he was committed to support me.
So he did his final year at high school and sailed through with really good grades, and then was sent off to an Ethiopian university. He graduated with a degree in plant science with great distinction. We received from Amlaku, somewhat to our surprise, this project proposal, and he wanted to take water from the river, which flows steeply downhill, up onto their land in the dry season and grow this crop totally out of season, because oftentimes by July, August, food is running pretty short. So over 7 months, we raised $35,000 for this from friends, family, and anybody else we could get hold of. Amlaku went down to Addis in February and bought the diesel-powered pump and installed that. And then we started getting these wonderful photographs of water coming up onto the land and oxen ploughing. And then in May, this magnificent photograph of him standing in this field of wheat.
I decided just to bring a canal with natural gravity that could reach water in every individual's garden. So people are growing vegetable.
These are all growing with a ready market to the hotels in Lalibela, who otherwise have to import these things from miles away. The whole thing we're working at is building community resilience. We came up with a slogan while we've been traveling around: from subsistence to sustainability.
So if people start, if they are able just to send their children, daughter to school, if they just afford for a school material, if they have money that's saved at the bank account, if they have a regular and sustainable food supply for their family, that's sustainable for me.